Hello. Alright, today, where is it? Today we are baking chocolate crinkle cookies from this junior baking club thing that I got. Who knows when. If we look at the back of it, it says it's at a 2 out of 5 school level. I'm better than that. We don't need it in the kit, but the ingredients that we need are caster sugar. You'll need caster sugar, plain flour, which we have plenty of. Like I have an entire bag. This is shush. I got scared by that. No scared. Need caster sugar, plain flour, granulated sugar if you want to bake this at home. Which we have all of these. You can't really see it because I'm trying to stay in frame as well. My camera's stuck. I'm using my phone. We need icing sugar, but I'm not sure how not good the icing sugar are now. A lot of our stuff is silver spoon, or used to be anyway. No, it is. All our sugar is silver spoon. We get silver spoon stuff because I actually don't know what kind of sugar we get. We don't use the bags anymore. But yes. Need caster, granulated, and lovely plain flour. This is not. This isn't a promotion or anything. This is just the stuff that we use. Much. Anyway. Yes, what else do we need? Cocoa powder. You only need 45 grams of it. No, actually. You need a total of 65, but as long as you have cocoa powder, you should be good. Let me get that out. Now, we don't have legitimate baking powder, so we're using hot chocolate powder. Because I don't know what else to use. I checked, we don't have any cocoa powder for baking. So yeah. I don't know how much of that we'll need. But the instructions on the back also say prep time will take 14 minutes, so I hope you have a good long amount of time because this is a lot. It's 40 minutes prep time, 7 to 10 minutes for baking, and 30 minutes chill time. That's a lot. And it makes 16, so it's better be worth it if it's taking that long for it. You will also need oil, eggs, and butter. And baking powder. You need baking powder. That's a good thing to get out. That's bicarb. I know that's bicarb because I used it for baking cookies last week. Like 6 batches of cookies last week. Yeah, I baked a lot. Why am I taking vinegar with me? Anyway, 2 weeks ago was cupcakes. Yum. I made 30 of those. And last week was cookies. There was like 5 to 6 batches of cookies made. The 5th batch got turned into a cake. Also for my sister's birthday. So yeah, I baked a lot of cookies last week. While you're baking, it is important for hygiene. So you got your ingredients, and then hygiene. That's important. So, there are a couple things you gotta do. 1, make sure you have a clean workspace. 2, make sure your hair is pushed back, or at least it's covered, like a net or something. I don't have a net, so we're pushing my hair back. 3, wash your hands. 4, don't touch your face. Or your hair. Or anything that could cause hygiene problems. Say in school kids. And now I'm going to wash my hands. Because hygiene. And then I'm going to move my stuff to the side, and I'm going to workshop clean. Yes, that. Exactly. Anyway. We don't really need to see my face. This isn't me we're focusing on. This is the cookies. They look like Oreos, kind of. You look close. I mean, 2 biscuits and cream. You're making Oreos, effectively. Anyway, what equipment will I need? First off, I'm gonna get the rest of the ingredients, aka eggs. Now, in my family, we have specialized egg bowls. They're just the bowls that we've decided that we're gonna make eggs in these. So this is what the eggs get made in. How many eggs do we need again? We need 2 eggs. But I'm pretty sure any egg you have will be fine. So I'm sure if you use a large, that'd be fine. Need butter and stuff, so yeah. You only need 3 baking trays apparently. But I say, why do you need 3 trays? You make 24 at a time. No, you make 12 at a time. Yeah. I think this makes more than 16. I think it makes 18, and they're lying to you. We're gonna make however many we can. I know the quantity may vary depending on how much you make or how big you make things. But the general consensus is that these make 16. Then again, the first time I made cookies, I did make 10. The recipe said 10 cookies, and I did make 10, but they were massive. And the second time I made them, I made 14. So, yeah, don't trust those. Don't always trust the quantity guides. If you can make 16, they'll probably be massive. Get stood out of here. Surface cleaning. It's a lovely thing. Hygiene. Clean as much table as you can. But you need a lot of space for this. I say as people actually watch, as other people actually watch my videos. Anyway, oh, there's my headband. And I get a headband so that we can push more hair back. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Let's touch my hair technically. If you ever touch your hair or your face, make sure you wash your hands. Right, I think that's everything, apart from oil and butter. We'll get that in a second. Ingredients. No. Recipe. Step by step guide. Right, in a large bowl, mix together. Loveliness. Large bowl. The mixing bowl as well. Okay, move the bowl out of here. So, how much sugar do we need? 170 grams of castor sugar. Take your castor sugar, make sure it's castor not granulated just yet. Make sure your scale's on grams, if it's on anything else. If you're on an electric scale like I am, and if you're using an electric scale like I am, make sure it's on grams. If you're using any other kind of scale, make sure you can read grams, or it has grams on it. The door was open, it's annoying me. And then carefully, that's compact, I don't like it. So right, make sure your sugar's not compacted like mine is, otherwise you will just get clumps out, which isn't good. But carefully measure out 170 grams. Don't do what I just spilled sugar everywhere. And I hit the bowl with eggs. 170 grams of castor sugar in there. What else do we need? 3 tablespoons of oil. Yes, tablespoons. There's still sugar left on it. What oil did it say? You can either use vegetable or sunflower. I'm using sunflower, I think. Yes. Yes. 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. So how do we measure 3 tablespoons? With a tablespoon. Also over the bowl. So if anything's spilled off the spoon, it just goes in the bowl. One. Oh geez. Evidence. 2. And 3. That's a little bit more than 3 tablespoons, but oh well. Add both eggs and bag 2. We'll get to bag 2 in a second. See, this is measured in bags because it comes in a kit, but it labels each bag on the back, so you know what's in each bag. I will take a photograph and put that as an overlay. Oil on me. I'll put it as an overlay, like right here or something, so you guys can see, or I'll just make it into a little clip. We mix these together. I don't know, it doesn't say what you use, so I'm gonna use a spatula. I'm whisking with a spatula. I'm gonna use a spatula though. Because I think that's a wooden spoon it shows. I'm not using that because those are really annoying to hold and clean. So using a spatula. This is a bendy one. So it's bendy and it gets things off easily, so. Mix the oil and sugar together. This is such a fun experience, you guys. We're mixing oil and sugar together. After this, your sugar will look a little bit clumpy, but that's just how you know the oils work as magic. Okay, after both eggs. Next we do the eggs. And then we'll measure out bag 2. Add both eggs. Both eggs. Eggs have been added. And bag 2. So bag 2, pay attention one second. There's stuff here. Clean. Move the spoon. Why is there a spoon here? It was the oil spoon. Because you put in too much flour, you're gonna need to take some out. Don't use the oil spoon because that's just gonna damage the rest of the flour, and it's gonna annoy you. That might just be a me thing. I don't know. Anyway, get the scales back. Scale your trusty bowl for measuring. I don't know. So you need, bag 2 is on the back. You need 190 grams of plain flour. 190. Again, make sure your scales are set to grams, or make sure your scales have grams. If not, suffer. And add in, oh geez. See, now I've gone to 2 and 1, so we're gonna use the spoon together. 190. 45 grams of cocoa powder. See, now this is where now this is where the spoon comes in again. You can just spoon this out, which makes life 1,000 times easier. I made a joke earlier, before I even started recording, that with the amount of baking, by the time I'm like 60 or something, I'm gonna have to turn into Swansea from the Icarus Oil of mouthwashing. This guy, for context. Credits to the creator. I don't know who the creator is, but props to you. I love it. I love what you've done with Swansea. I'm gonna turn into him at this point. What else do you need? Half teaspoon of baking powder. You know what's even better than using a teaspoon? Measuring spoons that my sister gave me. Half a teaspoon. Make sure it's half. If you don't have measuring spoons, I recommend getting some. They're very helpful. If not, you'll just have to eyeball it. Make sure you're not taking out clumps like this. That's not wanted. We don't want clumps. We want half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Who actually uses what recipe actually needs quarter teaspoons? What do you need a quarter teaspoon for? If you find a recipe that says quarter teaspoon, please comment. I'd love to try it and actually use that spoon. Because right now it just gets ignored. Or if you don't have anything that's a quarter teaspoon, just drop any recipes down below that you actually want me to make. I will happily make them. And I will feature you in the comment. Anyway, is there anything? Okay, so that's bag 2 done. And mixing 2 dough. So we just need this much. Remember, 190 grams of plain flour, 45 grams of cocoa powder, and a half teaspoon of baking soda powder. Not baking soda, baking powder. Add that in, that's bag 2. We add that in. And then we mix into a dough. this stuff out of the way. I'm putting it out of the way. We don't need to see that. We just need to see the bowl. Mix this into a dough. Making a lot of dough-based things. But then, so once you've mixed that into a dough, you can use your hands. I know, ick. Using your hands from dough. Shocker. Shock horror. You have to use your hands in baking. Anyway, it says you may need to use your hands to bring the dough together. I need to do that. I don't know what that was outside, but it was something. Bring your hands. If I can get it. So. It looks so much different from what it looks like on the page. I think I brought it together. I don't know. Remember to use your fingers after you do that, if you need to. Anyway, get as much of it off of your fingers as you can. You might have to rub to get it off. I know, rub it. Don't you want to get it off your hands? But rubbing actually does help it get off. Because you're like pushing it off your skin, or you're smearing in, either one, or both. I've done both to mine. Another cleaning method. Use one of your fingers as a voluntary wipe. And then just wipe everything onto that one. And then push. You will have to wash your hands after this. I'm just gonna wash my hands right now, actually. We're using moderately warm water / hot water, because that kills off more bacteria, I think. Don't quote me on that. I feel like I just got bread in here, I don't know why. Right. Cover the bowl of dough in like cling film or something. Or if anyone watching from America, saran wrap. Okay, you American. No. I suck at tearing this. I mean, I've actually always sucked at cling film. Anyway, get in there. Sorry, there's more stuff coming out. Cover it. Make sure it's nice and covered. And place it in the bowl for at least 30 minutes until it becomes firm. So we're going to fridge this. Fridge the bad boy. First we're going to ASMR it. Listen. Oh no, I hated that. Okay, no, not the nails. Okay, I'm like done chewing it. Okay, we're gonna not ASMR. That's enough ASMR. So after you put stuff in the fridge, you gotta turn your oven on to technically 180 or 180 degrees Fahrenheit, 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. No, not Fahrenheit, Celsius, with the fan. My dad's been on 200 because he's cooking his dinner. My sister's got chocolate cake.
I don't have my phone.
Huh?
I don't have my phone.
Cool.
I'm having this instead.
You gotta come through. I'm gonna get a close up of the yummy cake.
It's my chocolate gum cake that I have just specifically for me.
Yeah, she just bought it one day and decided to eat it.
It's the defrost.
Lol.
It's really sad.
Like, so what to do while you wait for your things to cool or be fridged? Now you can do your trays. Yeah. I'm gonna do my trays. Now, what it says in the recipe is that you'll need 3 trays. Do we listen to the recipe?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So we did 2 trays. Where are the trays? I can't get the trays out. Ah. There we go. We have too much stuff here. We have too many trays. Trays. I don't care. I was like, oh, there's only 1 tray less. I don't care. Don't use 3 trays. We don't have enough oven space for 3 trays. We can do 2. Crinkle's trying to skate. Okay, anyway, if you're like my family, you can get the 25 non-stick baking sheets, or you can suffer and not use that. You don't need to grease these because they're non-stick, but you can. You can grease the tray. So they, honestly, no, you don't actually need to. You don't need to grease the tray. That just makes more washing up for yourself. So as long as you use non-stick, you don't need to grease anything, which actually is really, really helpful and gives you a lot more time. Okay, trays done. Now I don't know what to do now, so we can just wait. I'll see you guys when. I'll see you guys at 10 to 6.
Pump it up, kitty. Just pump it up, kitty cat. Where you at? There you go. Put 2 paws on the floor, 2 in the air, and then just go. Kitty go, kitty go, kitty go. And just ride, kitty ride, kitty ride, kitty roll. Pump it up, kitty. Hey DJ, play that funky beat. All the kitties move your feet, 'cause the music's bumping, party's pumping. Feel that groove and you gotta do something. Go, kitty go, kitty go, kitty go.
I don't know how they said you're gonna make roughly 30. You should have around 32. I'm currently making my 8th one, and I have this much left. How are we getting 32 out of these? We're gonna make the last one, and it's fail. The last
fail.
Cause it's like melted or something. It's getting like really sticky.
Okay. No great guns.
They're really not. They're melting. They're falling apart. They're getting really sticky. I have to restart them. Ah. So I realized I remember that I wasn't recording for this part. Basically, what we're doing is just granulating.
Granulator?
Yeah, we're rolling these, or we're not rolling them anyway. We're coating them in granulated sugar and then in icing sugar because crunch and stuff. Yeah, this one died. Also, my sister and my mom are in the room.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy.
Stop watching me then. Sorry. She's torturing herself here, okay?
I can't even make breadcrumbs. That's it.
She can't handle powder stuff yet. She watches me do powder stuff. These. Okay, fine. I'll smash one needs to be smashed.
Thank you. Okay. Put onion and pepper to 2 minutes and seasoned rice. When the cooking sauce seasoning mix and 330 ml of water, simmer till done. There you go.
I guess I could. I could
You
try.
make me a donut.
I'll make you a donut. You guys are gonna small, so I'm gonna be a donut.
Make that donut.
My sister wanted a donut. So she's getting a donut. Oh, it's hot. Not chocolate. Even though it's coming up to Easter. In you go. Indigo.
That's a shade of very deep purple. Two issues. Hold on yourself.
Okay, Beyonce.
Yeah, nearly dropped and showed you my Beyonce when I was coming through the door there.
Done scared.
Or should be coming back here.
Absolutely, unless you're planning on staying for rehearsal.
Wasn't intending to.
Don't then.
What? Oh, yes.
One thing I do
doesn't, he doesn't know.
Right.
I don't know what they look like when they're good. I think they're good. Or, I got a tray out anyway, so. Definitely love the pencil. Cooling tray. Anyway, back to mentioning that. Any other culinary shows that they should watch?
Great British Bake Off.
You heard her. Watch Great British Bake Off.
Tasting History with Max Miller.
That's another one. Mum has a cookbook from him. I'll see if I can get that cookbook. This is the Tasting History with Max Miller cookbook. Fantastic. Mum got this for her birthday last year? Yes, her last birthday. She watches him all the time. I do also recommend, because I've been there for a couple of videos and he is very good.
Okay.
Lovely. I'm gonna put this back.
I'm gonna eat. So
Lovely.
I have to go to rehearsal in half an hour.
Okay, say bye to everyone, Mum. They're gonna miss you until you're next sponsored in this video. Bye. Bye. Okay. Oh. So yes. Next step is just get these on the tray so they can cool faster. Anyway. Step 6 even. I swear if I see a 6-7 comment, I'm deleting it. Alright. Once the cookies have cooled, they've cooled, make the buttercream. Put 75 grams of butter into a large bowl. We need a bowl again. Actually, this is buttercream. We shouldn't need that much. 75. $75 grams of butter. And beat until it's pale yellow. So I'm gonna microwave this for a second. I'm gonna microwave this a little bit just so it's softer to beat. 10 seconds should be good. And when you're making the buttercream, use a bigger bowl. Do not use a small bowl like me. Don't do that stupid thing that I did. Add 1 teaspoon of milk. It says that we need to pipe it. I don't want to pipe it. Now, oh no! Remember when I said one of those malfunctioned? It went through the thing. It's gone through the tray. And now it looks like this. Well, that'll be one of mine. Basically what you're just doing now is just getting all the excess into a tub for next time. Or you can just eat it, whichever one suits you best. Though I suggest you do this as like... Actually, I don't know what do you eat just an entire thing of leftover buttercream for. Like, not supper, because then you're just going to be full of energy, probably, maybe. Because it's buttercream. Or it'll just make you sick. Because this is like... Because it's sugar and cocoa powder. I'm going to gather the rest of the spatula anyway. Lovely. Now, sandwiching time. The thing again. Which it might. And there you have it. Once you sandwich them, you should have, well, hopefully, if you follow the recipe correctly, 16 lovely things. If not, you'll have 12. We're finally gonna get 3 each. Fantastic. Anyway, that has been Alex Attempts Baking. Hopefully I will see you guys shortly, aka probably next week. Yes, videos will be weekly uploads. And most likely posted the day after I bake. Bye-bye!